The roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To speak of, call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Lance, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now Lance. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, it's Murray. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way down to the 42.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st down, Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun, Murray. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Murray and company going for it on 4th. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Murray now on 1st down. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Niners 10, Cardinals 7.
here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Murray now on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Murray. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
On 2nd and 9, Lance escaping the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
Yes, sir.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Linval Joseph picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Play fake. Murray eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Shotgun now for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And now they'll throw with Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. What a juke into space. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Steps away to his left. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their route.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you get a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance, flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will even our score at 21. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. And
seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. A check down here to Jones. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rico Gafford with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, it's Mitchell. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the lead, here's third and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Gold is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touch. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And this stadium just fell silent in a hurry.
Crowd was ready to erupt, weren't they? But guess what? That chance to win one here, to steal one in the final seconds, goes awry.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this, too.